Hello everybody, welcome back to Casual Gamer Oz Season 6 of Career Mode in F1 2017 Race 3 Bahrain. We're not going to muck around, let's get straight into this. Best qualifying here, of course, 7th back in our very first crack at this back in Season 1 of F1 2016. And our best finish, 7th in F1 2016 Season 2. So that's your statistics done as we're looking here to finish in the top 13 according to our chart there, something which I feel is manageable. We're on par at the moment, it seems, in pole time because I can't see our ghost car at the moment, but I'm sure we're going to see it here because there's a very slow corner we've just had there, and there we are. There we can see a ghosted Ferrari just going past us now, and yeah, we knew we were probably going to lose out on a bit of time here, as generally we start off fairly well, but fall back ever so slightly, and this corner here is always a bit of an Achilles heel for us. We just get through it there. We're going to whack open the DRS. Still sitting in the top 10 at the moment. 5th. Of course, we can never crack that top 4, can we? That top 4 is strangleholder by McLaren's, Mercedes and Ferraris. I keep saying McLaren's, they wish. Sorry to all you McLaren fans watching this, but I think you know what I mean. 90s baby here, folks. I'm used to McLaren's being in the sport. I think the DRS should be at this section here, not that other short section that they have it in. It's a bit of a strange place that they don't have it here, but I guess it would be back-to-back DRSs, but it's not like they don't have that at other circuits. As I get that corner well wrong here, it's not really going to matter in terms of our overall finish outside of, or inside of our top 13. I think we just got 7th, which equals our best ever here, so nothing too special overall, but we'll take it. And Vettel on pole. Raikkonen, so Ferraris lock out the front row. We end up a second over off the pole time there, but still firmly entrenched in that top 10 and better than where we were expected to be. So that's the main thing. Let's go for podium or bust for race day, I think. Let's do that. I'm going to do that now. So yeah, podium or bust. We're going to make it again today. So best ever finish here is 7th, as I've already mentioned. F1 2016 Season 2. And I feel we can get a podium. I feel we can get on the podium here in Bahrain. Bahrain. I don't know why I say it with such a gruffness or weirdness to my voice there. Cracked the 100 race mark in F1 2017, of course, in Abu Dhabi, but we already classified our 100th Grand Prix back in Season 3 in Mexico after F1 2016 Grand Prix. Rivalry will win there. Reputation, only a smidge up there on Red Bull. It just doesn't seem like it. Looked like it goes back and sort of where it was, but Ferrari, God, they're the lowest. Which is weird. I love how Red Bull's that far ahead of Sauber. As if Sauber wouldn't want you. As if Sauber aren't going to be like, oh yeah, we'll have them. So, anyway, we need to really boost up the performance, I think, here in Bahrain and Russia. Particularly Spain and Monaco. Monaco more precisely in terms of circuits we don't do it. Spain, obviously, we can, I don't want to use the word cheat, but use to our advantage a little bit more the flashbacks this time around. Given our pretty piss-poor record in Barcelona. We just always seem to have the bad luck there, don't we? Just never comes our way. Alright, you're always going to have a dry Bahrain. I don't think I've ever had a wet Bahrain on any of these games ever. So, there you go. I'm going to yawn. As we wait and see how we're going to fare here. Alright, we're on the outside. We're sitting on the outside now, though. Alright, rich mode on. Still disappointed that ultimate fuel mix doesn't make you go comfortably rich mode whole race. It does in some circuits, and we're going to find ourselves there on the inside. We do. Good. Now, I missed the braking zone, of course, here a few seasons back. I think we can do this into the lead. Oh, we've just clipped Vettel. We've just clipped Vettel. Now, we're just going to risk it here. I'm going to go back to about this point here in the braking zone. Oh, I've just gone too early that time around, haven't I? Now, I'm going to have to take that. If you're tuning in for the very first time and thinking, why the hell did he just use a flashback? Well, as always explained when it comes to these, we're just trying to get out of Toro Rosso, folks. So we're doing it a little bit differently this time around in terms of our seasons. Probably not for the best overall and the fairness and all that sort of jazz, but this is our 6th season in the same team, and we were a little bit unaware that with the reputation points, you had to get all the way to the right-hand side of the screen. We thought you could only move up a smidge and basically get offers. But this is now our 6th season, and not one single offer has ever come our way. Not even a Sauber or a McLaren offer at any point in our career. So we're doing everything in our power this season to make this our last season for Toro Rosso. So apologies if you don't agree with it. That's how we're doing it. This is Casual Gamer Oz, of course. If you want to go to another channel, then by all means, please do. But that's how we're rolling here, folks. Now, I probably should have used a flashback there. That cost me a lot of time, but I don't want to be... Well, I'm trying not to be too anal with it all. Obviously, which is a little bit easier said than done. We said podium or bus this time around. We're in 4th at the moment, so we're ahead of one of the Ferraris or the Mercedes, and I believe that is Hamilton again, who's had a pretty terrible start to the season, hasn't he? So, just going to have to keep this in Rich mode again. The Rich mode being used so quickly at this circuit. I don't like that upgrade. The fact that our engine can be so thirsty when you're meant to have the ultimate fuel mix set up to it in terms of the upgrades. So, that's a very interesting way of developing your car. That even with the ultimate, you can't run it full Rich mode. I find that very interesting. Particularly if that's like your simulation model on a 5-lap race. When they don't really do that for your... wear on your engines and all that sort of stuff. But anyway, it's interesting to see what they have simulated for 5 laps and what they don't have simulated for 5 laps, if that makes sense. I feel if we can maintain this gap, then we should be within DRS range with these guys next lap. Not if I run myself ragged the way I just did in that corner. This corner here is probably the best corner in all of Bahrain. On one of the most unmemorable circuits in all of Formula 1, let's be honest. And we are slowly... I feel like we're just hanging in there. Obviously with 2 big straights here, that helps us with the engine. But still not overall in terms of where we are right now. Raikkonen is being held up by Bottas though, so that does pay well for us if we can get close enough to the 2 in front of us. I think we can get both of them at once and get our way into 2nd, a position we actually have not finished in F1 2017. I think we've only ever finished in 2nd once, and that was in Canada back in F1 2016 Season 1, so there's a bit of a stat for you. Raikkonen sets fast lap. I thought I would have set the fastest lap there. Not quite. Now we've got to get closer to these guys here. Whoa, and I've just... No, we're going to have to... That was a bit of a silly willy maneuver there, Benjamin. We're just going to move that off our screen, and then we're going to bring it back up on our screen. 0.41. Brake just that tad earlier to get a better exit out of the corner. That's more like it. Feels a little bit better there, Benjamin. Try our darndest to close in on the dueling fins. Not if we do that. Difference is that didn't obviously cost us as much as the other one did, so we won't flash back that one. Because if I can get a good exit here and stay within range, DRS should be within reach. Should be the word, and it doesn't. No, it does look like we've got it. Actually, I'll take that back. Because Kimi's going to get it too, though, to use on Bottas. Lewis will get it behind me. Kimi's got it. Kimi's got it. And it's not going to put me close enough, sadly, to the fins. Good entry and good exit here. Which I'm not going to get there after I release the throttle. I have to get close enough to them to try and get DRS down the main straight. Don't think I'm going to, and I'm going to have to get rid of Rich Mode here very shortly. Don't think I'm going to get DRS. I'm not. Yep, and we're going to have to take out a Rich Mode here. And we're also going to see Lewis Hamilton get DRS. No, he's not going to quite get it. So he will. Car's very unstable under high speeds. Have to move across there to block Lewis from taking us up the inside. It's interesting actually to look at the car shake under high speed. Just watch on that on the car. You can see it wobble. Now, and I said podium or bust, but I'll be satisfied with 4th here. I think if I was 5th, maybe I don't know what I'd do, but 4th I feel is pretty decent. I'm still 7 places ahead of where we're meant to be, and it's still ahead of Hamilton. So we're still in a good position, I feel, to get some good points moving forward, and not just championship points, because I'm mainly talking about reputation points. That's what we need to get out of this team. Ricardo hanging on to Hamilton there as well. Good to see. It's good for us if Red Bull want us next season. If thought obviously that would be the case this time around, didn't I? We're going to spend half of our career in one team. More than half our career in one team, 60% of our career at one team, and sadly it's not Ferrari, which I don't know if it's going to happen, folks, particularly this season. Red Bull might get it. We might get that all the way out to the end for Red Bull. Hopefully we can then go to Red Bull, win a championship, and then Ferrari want us in our 7th season. Who knows? 8th season, more like it. Alright. Oh, Hamilton's got a good run here. We're going to have to put it up to Rich. Come down the inside, the outside, my friend. Come down the outside, my friend, because you're not going to get me. You're not going to get me. I'm going to cut across you like that. And you're not going to get me on the inside that way. Go get fucked. Okay, Lewis, you didn't make that move. You suck. That's Lewis's engineer. If you watch any Formula 1 and you always hear the, okay, Lewis. Okay, Lewis. Okay, Lewis. I don't know if they do it so much at Mercedes. They used to do it all the time at McLaren. Okay, Lewis, it's time to do a poo. Remember to wipe front to back. Yep, I just said that. Well, we're on for 4th here, so we're not going to get the podium, but we'll gladly take 4th. We would have gone 9th, 3rd, 4th. That's a good start to the season. Be our best start to any season, and again, it should get us a healthy dose of reputation points. We can stick a good race in Russia, then the pressure is off slightly going in towards the double in Spain and Monaco. More so, of course, Monaco, because against Spain we can work around a little bit, but we'll decide in Monaco if we decide to go the route of reducing the difficulty to make it ridiculously easy for us. But again, I don't know how that will affect your overall score there with your research points. Alright, hang on, we're going to have to put this out to Richmond. Hamilton's getting too close to us here. The winner is Sebastian Vettel, and we are going to get 4th. Thank you.
You can't complain about that one. That was an excellent drive.
You better not fucking complain about it, Jeffrey. Like, I mean, in all honesty. Come on now, man. Alright. So, we shall have a ski at how this will look. Ski. Excuse the stupid speech patterns. I don't know what's going on.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the
3 Grand Prix in a row for Ferrari.
Here's how things look in the
Oh, hang on.
table. It's a good result.
Vettel, Raikkonen, so we're still in 6th. 2 behind Danny Rick.
Now then, Anthony Davidson.
And Hamilton's down in 4th, so we're actually only
But I'd say Lance Stroll.
11 points behind Hamilton. Stroll got driver of the day. And we're still in 4th, just a little bit too far behind. Because, I mean, you know, it'd be nice if we had another driver who maybe, you know, I don't know, scored points for us. Hello, Carlos Sainz, you dud. But anyway. We've got what we've gotten. And that's how we have to roll. So, yeah, I was just a bit extra cautious after my few flashbacks there, wasn't I? I think based on those flashbacks, I want to get very racy with the Red Bull. It's one way of letting them know you're interested in racing for the next season, isn't it? In a few. Whoa, did I like bunny hop across that curb there? Whee! I did too. That's awesome. Alright, let's move forward here and see how the points are going. We're off to Russia next. They're not Romanian. I don't know why I did that weird little accent, at least. It used to be a very big bogey circuit of ours, but we've kind of turned that around. Yeah, I'm going to yawn again. Excuse that. Alright, so we're going to cross the 1,000 point threshold, so we'll do a bit of a development here too, when we've got a chance. 1047, how's our rivalry? Yeah, we should win that next round. And Red Bull, big chunk there, look at that. Moves all the way up there even more. Renault are getting a little bit more interested in this too. But Red Bull seem to be the ones that are going to have a big sniff if we can keep moving that line across. Alright, just do an update here for you before we end out so we can get that update ready for Russia. We are still behind Haas there, But, so we're obviously full there. We're 2 on the chassis, 3 on the aero. So let's, oh, hang on, do we wanted to, I think we did a bit on the rear wing flap. Let's go the front wing flap. So that will move us up a little bit there. We'll keep that even out. Yep, cool, 1,000, done. That's it, awesome. Alright, so we're off to Russia next, folks. Thank you for tuning in here to Casual Gamer Oz. We will speak to you from the Russian Grand Prix in Sochi. Like, subscribe, comment, and we appreciate your company. Good night.